What's going on, everyone? WFOZSC743 here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a recap of what I've been missing for the past month or so. So the last video I did on Jam was actually week 186, which was Loot and El Chupacabra. I ended up winning both of them. I ended up beating LP Juluto BMX. I believe that's how you say his name. And I beat him by 0.2 of a second on the first track and about 0.3 of a second on the second one. And won overall by over half a second, which was pretty nice. So I'll take that any day. And then week 187 I have not covered, and so forth. Up until now, which I believe is week 180. No, sorry. 191 or 192. I think we're in 192 now. So we got quite a bit of cover. Got about a month of Jam to cover. So let's get right into it. So week 187, I won overall. I won by just a little bit. I won by almost 1/10 of a second. So let's get into it. On Park, I ended up winning with 473 tries. And the top three was actually very, very close. 6'7" got a 57.47. No. 57.744. Brockstead a 57.728. And myself got a 57.724. So I barely won this week. It was very close. So let's check out my time against second place, which was Brockstead. Alright, so we got a bit to cover. So if it sounds like I'm trying to rush things, it's because I have a time frame, which is 15 minutes to do a video. So hopefully I can cover everything that I've missed in 15 minutes. I think I'll be able to, but we'll see how it goes. Doing pretty good, both of us. That part right there was killing me. I couldn't get it really all too consistent. Every time I would do it, I would lose time over Rockstad or 6'7". I ended up getting this triple stirrup, which was pretty good. I ended up saving quite a bit of time. I was right back into the race. Ended up getting that break pretty good. Was in the lead, but then this wall again pushed me back to second. But my body compressed and I cut the power to the ground and barely won. Seemed like I won by a little bit more than what it said, but hey, I'll take it any day. A win is a win. And I won on Count Dracula with 640 tries. I ended up beating Bragstad by just under 1/10 of a second. It was really close between us. So let's check out our times. This track was quite a pain for multiple reasons. This is one of them. That transition was one of the hardest things this week for sure. That week at least. That's what I mean. This track was a lot of fun actually. I liked it. But it had quite a few hard places to do. That was one of them. And then coming up was another part, which I will explain. So everyone was kind of struggling on a part that's coming up pretty soon, but I found something consistent. Fortunately, I couldn't say. So when I landed, I counted to 3 and then leaned up and let off the gas, and it put me nice into the second transition. I wanted to say that in a live video while Jam was still up, but this is when I was having problems with the screen recorder with my old phone, so I couldn't, unfortunately. But now, since I am playing again, I will be doing some tips. If there's anything that you guys are having trouble on, I'll give some tips, and I'll try my best to see how I do. I just stand pretty far behind, but I got this stroke. I got a really lucky stroke. Was able to take the win. Lost a little bit of time at the end because I leaned up at last second instead of leaning up, going up. And then week 188, I actually did not win this week. It was DJ Ozzy that took the win by close to 0.4 of a second. Overboard is where he ended up getting the win. I got second place with 565 tries, and he won by over 0.5 of a second, which was crazy. I held this time for multiple days on end, but he ended up getting me with 2 hours left, which was unfortunate, but it's okay. Let's check out my time against first place DJ Ozzy. This track was really hard too. There was something that you had to do this week that was quite a pain. And it's coming up right now. It is right here. You were supposed to land on the front wheel. Watch this. He just launched. That part was a pain to get. I ended up only getting about 3 or 4 tries myself. And the one time that I got it, well, the first time I got it was actually the best run I did. But look what I did here. I choked the whoops. Absolutely choked the whoops. And every time I would get it again, I would always get the bounce on into the lowers. So I'd be way behind and then I would nail the whoops. And unfortunately, I could not nail the whoops in the best run. And on Jones Bones, I ended up getting the win on this one with 951 tries. And I ended up beating second place, which was Leonardo 197. So let's check out my time against his. And something I wanted to point out on this, I actually got a faster time than last time. But unfortunately, it did not load to the normal thing. There's been stuff going on with cash in time to normal mode. Normally it does load, but it has not been loading for a while. Hopefully we can figure it out. But if not, oh well, it's just something that has to be done. But I ended up winning cash in on this one with very little bit of time. Watch this right here. I got really lucky right there. The dragon's back really good. And I just named that at the final roll, so I would not fall. So yeah, in cash, I won. I improved by 0.05 or 0.04, which was very close. And week 189 has disappeared completely. On Keenway, I ended up getting the win, 706 tries, but I can't show. A glitch happened, and the Madskills team doesn't even know what happened. And on this one, I ended up getting second, but I have really no proof of it now. I have a video of my run on Keenway, but I don't know how to edit. And I actually asked a friend of mine if he could edit it for me. He tried editing it, but the audio that I had for my video ended up going away, which is very unfortunate, but I thank him for trying anyway. And it can actually show the overall time. I won by over 0.7 of a second, which was really good. I had a really good week. On Keenway, I won by over half a second though, which was really nice. So hopefully when I get my own laptop, I will learn how to edit so I can put in stuff for myself. And so I can make sure that the audio doesn't go away, which was really unfortunate that it did when my friend tried to do the editing for me. Alright, well, now we're on week 190. And let's go. No, my bad. Ended up getting the win overall in this one. Won by just a little over 0.2 of a second over Juluto BMX. On Feather, I took the win with only 337 tries. This track was more skill-based. It wasn't that hard of a track at all, so you just had to be more clean than anyone to get the better time. So let's check out my time against Juluto BMX. Right here I made a mistake. I ended up back scrubbing instead of normal scrubbing. Normal scrub I would have made over 0.1 of a second. But back scrubbing was kind of cool looking, so I just decided to continue and ended up getting this run. This track was, not too many people liked it, but I actually thought it was pretty cool. Because this one separates the men from the boys, I would say. That's the kind of track it is. Because it's more straightforward, so it pretty much shows who's more clean than others, is what I got out of it. Not too many people liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Juluto got a really nice scrub right there. I only got that myself once, and it was really fast. Juluto has been dominating Jam recently. I'll put my money if there's another world championship that he'll be able to qualify. For sure. Been doing really good. And on Boxer, ended up getting the win with 997 tries. A fun little fact right here. I'll scroll down and you'll understand why. As you can see, 18th place got a 33.9, and 19th place got a 34.5. If I go to bike 9, I ended up getting the 33.966, which would be about 19th or 18th in the world if I did not do this time that I got. So I got a really fast time with bike 9 because I was having an in-game tournament with a couple of teams, which was pretty fun to do. So I got a really fast time there. Well, anyway, I got sidetracked. So let's check out my time against second place, Uto BMX. And I'll put my money on it as well that he'll get a jam overall win against me soon as well. I'm pretty sure he will. He's really good. He's been doing really good recently as well. His style, though, his play style is really different from anyone. He's got his own unique play style. I think it's cool looking, but it looks funky. It looks like he would crash at any moment from his leaning, but that's just how he plays. The way how he plays, it's quite interesting. I actually like it. Alright, in week 191, I ended up getting the win on this one as well. Ended up winning by a little over 0.3 of a second, almost 0.4 of a second. On Blood Bank, I ended up getting second place with 1,211 tries. And actually one of my subscribers, Parker709, got the win on this one. So congrats to you. And he was actually the one who tried helping me with the edit as well. So congrats and thank you. Alright, so let's check out my time against Parker709, the leader. This was a crazy track, and there was a part that was extremely difficult, which is coming up right now. So what you had to do right here is do a front wheel speed, clip this, and then do another front wheel speed, and then triple. I only got that a few times. It was really hard, and then you just slow down double, which was actually a lot harder than I expected. I got it maybe 3 or 4 times. Really difficult, and could never really get the beginning fast to get the big front wheel gap. So congrats to Parker for his first win. His first single track win. More to come in the future, I believe. And on wheat rolls, I ended up getting the win with 975 tries. Second place was Leonardo 197. I ended up winning by almost 0.3 of a second. So let's check out my time against second place. Oh, he ended up winning far. There was multiple lines to do in the beginning. And one of my lines was one of them. One of his was another. There was probably 7 different lines you could do. Look at that sexy backstrap. That sexy backstrap was really nice. It was really nice I got that in a best run. I wanted to so bad and was able to get it. But in my best run, as you can see right here, I ended up coming up a little bit short, but I lost a little bit of time. The 56 were so close in my grasp, but after I got this time, I didn't really try too much after, because I knew it would be hard to improve. So I just stuck with what I had. I ended up getting the downhill whoops really good, uphill pretty good, and was able to get a pretty nice comfortable lead. And then we got this week. I'm winning overall so far, winning by just under 1/10 of a second. Now I'm running out of time, so I can't show both of the runs, but I can show the times that we got so far. I'm actually in 4th place on Bjorkles, which I will do an improvement video on tomorrow. And on Lone Wolf, I actually got a huge improvement now. I got a little bit of time, so I'll show it right now. The last video I did on this one, I got an improvement, a live improvement, and got a 27.6. Now I have a 27.3. So I improved by 0.3 of a second, which is pretty crazy. I got this actually today. Hopefully this time will hold up, but we'll just have to see. Alright, that's all the time we have for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.